Assalamualaikum grade 5. Meet again with Miss Arum. How are you? Okay, as I asked you earlier about this, what were you doing at 4 p.m. yesterday? Okay, some of you may answer by saying, I was doing my homework at 4 p.m. yesterday. And some of you might answer by saying, I was watching TV at 4 p.m. yesterday. And some of you may say, I was taking a shower at 4 p.m. yesterday. And some of you may say, I was playing a computer game at 4 p.m. yesterday. Now, the questions. Are you still doing your homework now? No, of course not. What are you doing now? You're not doing your homework, right? Okay. Is it still 4 p.m. yesterday now? Of course not. What time is it? It's no longer yesterday, right? Okay. What are you doing now? You're studying, right? You're not doing your homework, you're not watching TV, you're not taking a shower, and you're not playing with a computer game. You're studying with me, right? Okay, what time did you start doing your homework yesterday? Maybe you started doing your homework sometime before 4 o'clock, 4 p.m. yesterday, right? And what time did you stop doing your homework? You stopped doing your homework maybe around after 4 p.m. yesterday, right? Okay, had you stopped doing your homework at 4 p.m. yesterday? No, right? At 4 p.m. yesterday, you were still doing your homework. You were still in the middle of doing your homework. You hadn't finished. And what tense do we use here? Is the past continuous tense. What is the past continuous tense? Let's check out the next slide. Okay, grade 5, the past continuous tense. Let's check out the first sentence. I was doing my homework at 4 p.m. yesterday. Let's break down the sentence into this, and this. Okay, now let's look at the first word. The first word is I. What is I? I is a subject. That's right. A subject is followed by was or were. In this case, if the subject is I, it is followed by was. Now, what comes after was or were? It's doing. Good. What is doing? Doing is a verb ing. Yes, that's right. Doing is the continuous form of do. Okay? And then you can continue with the rest of your sentence. Now, what if I change the subject into he, guys? I was doing my homework at 4 p.m. yesterday. What about he? He was or he were? That's right, he was. And afterwards comes doing. He was doing homework at 4 p.m. yesterday. What about she? Yes, she is also followed by was. So she was doing homework at 4 p.m. yesterday. What about it? That's right. It is also followed by was. It was doing homework at 4 p.m. yesterday. Wait. Let's change the sentence then. It was playing in the yard at 4 p.m. yesterday. So, grade 5. After I was, he was, she was, and it was. Good. What if I change the subject into you now? You. You was or you were? Of course, it is You were very good. Okay, now what if the subject is we? We was or we were? Still we were. Very good. Alright, now what about they? They is also with were. Very good, grade 5. So, grade 5, if the subject is I, he, she, or it, you continue by saying was. I was, he was, she was, it was. But if the subject is you, we, or they, you continue by saying were. Very good. So it's you were, we were, or they were. Good. Now, what if the sentence is a negative sentence? Alright, it's very easy, grade 5. All you need to do is just add not after was or were, like this. Okay, so it becomes like this. He wasn't playing in the yard at 4 p.m. yesterday. Now, what about were? Same, just add not after were, like this. Okay, so you weren't playing in the yard at 4 p.m. yesterday. Now, why do we use the past continuous tense, grade 5? Here it is. We use the past continuous when we are talking about actions going on around a certain time in the past. Okay, to make it clear, let's check out the timeline on the next slide. Again, we use the past continuous when we are talking about actions going on around a certain time in the past. Now here is the sentence. He was playing in the yard at 4 p.m. yesterday. What is the action? Playing. What is the time? 4 p.m. Okay, now here is the timeline. This is the past. This is now. Okay, so anywhere before now is the past. Okay, now here is the time when he started playing. And it was yesterday, right? That's right. Was it in the past? Yes, it is in the past. Okay. Now he started playing and he was playing until the clock struck 4. Had he stopped playing? No, he hadn't stopped playing, right? He continued on playing after the clock struck 4 until around this time. He stopped playing. Okay? So, when the clock struck 4, when the short hand of the clock was at 4 and the long hand of the clock was at 12, yesterday afternoon, he was still in the middle of playing in the yard. Okay? So he hadn't finished playing in the yard at 4 p.m. yesterday. Again, we use the past continuous when we are talking about actions going on around a certain time in the past. What is the action again? Playing. What is the time again? 4 p.m. yesterday. Okay, now that's it for now. Let's continue on to the Google Classroom.